Hi, Bill here, and today I'll be reviewing War for Cybertron Siege Deluxe Class Brunt. So here he is here. There's Brunt figure there. There's there, looking pretty cool. That's him there. We see War for Cybertron, nice figure of the thing there. We know he's getting repainted as Impactor. We know he's getting repainted as Impactor, so if that's not already out, then it will be coming out as that. And there's the side of the packaging there, there's the top, there's the product shot there. You can, obviously it's one of these weaponizers, so you can interact with different figures from the Siege line. There he is with Refractor, and there he is there. So there we go. That's the blurb on the bottom, and that's that in Deluxe class. See Deluxe class there. So without further ado, let's get it out the box. Oh, before I say a thank you to Kapow Toys, I got this from there. At the time of this video, I've done this video, it's already out in the UK at bricks and mortar stores, places like Forbidden Planet, and more recently Smith's Toys. So it's definitely there, because at my local Smith's Toys I've seen it on the shelf, so it's definitely out. But be warned, because there's only one or two of them. They're not bringing them out in plentiful supply. Springer's supposed to be there too, but limited supply there. I don't know how many is it. Forbidden Planet, but Smith's Toys only seem to be carrying a very few of these figures, so just be warned, it may not be out, even though I've seen it at mine, it may not be have reached your Smith's Toys yet, okay, if you're in the UK and listening to this or watching this video. So just be warned of that, okay. But they will eventually filter out. Your best bet is actually just to go online and order it there. That way you're guaranteed the figure, you know, instead of going into the shop. I've done many a time, and you know, I went in and came away empty-handed. I've said that many a time in my videos in the past. So it just depends what your shopping culture is. Do you want to go into the bricks and mortar store and chance your arm to see if it's there or not, or do you want to order it in a way you're guaranteed it? Okay, so without further ado, I know it's a long bit winded, just to get it out there that it is out there in bricks and mortar stores in the UK, places like Forbidden Planet, and more recently Smith's Toys, but it's in limited supply. Okay, right, now without further ado, we'll get it out of the box. Okay. Here he is, here out the box. And of course you get the obligatory, always you get the instructions. They are there, upside down, yeah, blah blah blah. Okay, right, here he is here. Now one thing, when you get him out of the packaging, this arm is actually in. So, trying to get this thing in focus. There he is. So you just finagle that down like that until you hear a wee click, and that's the arm down. It seems to be up when it's packaged in robot mode, and you just finagle it down into place, and that's him. And he's got his arms fully extended. Okay, foot's like that. Obviously it's a weaponizer, and he does come with the little thing apart. You can take everything apart, as you know, like with the cog and 6-gun. I would imagine with Scorpion we're going to get fast track when that comes around. I can imagine we'll get a weaponizer fast track, but there we go. But yeah, he's looking very Cylon-like, isn't he, in the head? I think a lot of people have referenced that, because the look of the head looking very Cylon-like. If it was painted a different colour, it would be a Cylon. Looking very Cylon-like in the head sculpt there. Yeah, cool. But there he is. So articulation, up, down, left, right. These can rotate right round. They're in mushroom pegs. That's just in a swivel joint. The claws can open and close like that. Same with other arm, the shoulder can go right round. I think it's on a, I don't know what kind of joint that's on, it's not a, I don't know, it's just a rotational one, it doesn't seem to be a mushroom peg at all, I don't know. The waist, obviously because it comes apart, you know it does, right apart, you got the legs. Oh, excuse me, you can bend it the knee that far, whoops, and the knee can come off and the leg can come off, it can go that far to there as well. That's something you got to watch, the leg comes off when you try and bend it that way. It's not exactly locked in there very tight. It will work its way out because it does come apart, right apart, as you know. Alright, there it is there. You can do the splits, the KO like that if you want. You probably can actually stand, I think. Now, I don't know if I can get him to stand. You need to find a thingy point for him to stand. There we go. And obviously waist rotation, because that'll be able to come off as well. Yep, you pull them right apart, and I've been shot to pieces. Yeah. So you can recreate battle damage or ward damage in your battles with these figures. And of course he can, I think he can hold his weapon in his hand. I'm not 100% sure. He might have to Megatron it. I know you can Megatron it like that. You can hold it like Megatron. But I don't know if his claw can hold the weapon in his hand. I'm not 100% sure. I can't seem to see her. And there's no point in there to hold it. I don't know if that can't even come off. So I thought that the claw would have a port on it to hold his weapon, but no, you can't seem to hold his weapon in his hand, but you can put it on the Megatron style. If you can, and it's on the other video reviews, then I don't quite know how they do it, because that's just needs to be elongated to get in there. It's just, there's clearance issues with that tab there on the back of that. But if you've seen it on a fan mode, I'm able to hold his weapon in his hand, then that's fine. But the only port is that one there, like Megatron, so that just seems to be the order of the day for weapon positioning and all that. So there we go, so that's him. So now his head can rotate as well. Sorry, I never did forget this articulation there with the head. It can't move up and down, but it can, it's on a swivel joint. Okay, so I'll just put that back. So there he is there. And now to do size comparison. Obviously he's I think it's a deluxe. I think it's a deluxe. I said deluxe in the start, didn't I? I think it's a deluxe. Aye. So here he is with 6 gun. One of his others, and you can combine the two of them and get some weird combinations going. I'm not going to do it here. Plenty of other videos up showing that, so you've seen it already, I'd imagine, because Brunt came out ages ago at Walmart, so there was hundreds of videos up then after it came out there showing you different combinations, because they would have had 6 gun anyway. It showed all the different style of combinations. There's thousands of them, or this video would be 10 hours long if I was going through them all. But you can combine the two and get some weird combinations going on. Okay, and same with COG, and when we get fast track, you'll probably be able to combine that as well. You get some really weird combinations going in, fan moded combinations. Right, and here is with a leader class Ultra Magnus. There they are there. There's, so I think they are deluxe. So there we go. That's size comparison done. So without further ado, let's get them transformed into tank mode. Okay. Right, the best thing to do is just to take this whole thing apart. That's the easiest way to do it. So you take them off, take the arms off, take this off, take these sections off, and you take this section off the back, because it can actually come right apart even further than that. Oh, one thing I forgot to show is it has ankle tilt. When it's in robot mode, it's ankle tilt. Okay, right. First thing you want to do, we'll start with this piece. You want to raise that bit up, lower the head back, and lower this section like that. Clip it in there and rotate that, and there's a little notch in there where that peg lives. So there it is, and you see his head poking just out of there. Right, what you want to do is collapse them. Have that in there like that. Let's see if we get the right hole. No, that's the wrong. Is that right? Oh, is it the wrong one? I think it's that way around. So you put it in that top hole there. You can. You put it in the top hole there where that grey one is, right? You put it there. It lives in there like that, and that's you. Well, that should be sticking in. That shouldn't be sticking out. I think I've got that wrong somehow. I think I've got that wrong, because that's supposed to be in there like that. That's definitely supposed to be in there like that. So let me just close them up. Right, okay. I know where I went wrong. I know where I went wrong. You rotate that bit round, right? Then you add it onto there. That's where I knew that bit faced in the way. It's facing in the way. It's just because I didn't have the shoulder bit, which is his arm, rotated round like that. Okay, so you move that bit round. You move that bit round like that. I had it sitting in the wrong position. Right, but we're on to a start now. Right, okay. I think you have to extend this. Hold on. No, you don't. You have it there. I think you have it there. Seems a bit low. No, you don't. You have it in that top one. You have to extend that. Extend it. And put it in there. That's what you do. God, I'm getting off to a terrible start with this review. That's it now. You have it in there like that. It looks. Oh no, I've got that wrong. Got that wrong. You have it in there like that. Okay. And then you can close it up. Actually, you do close it up. You do close it up. I had it on the wrong way. Right, oh, terrible start. Terrible start. Right, let's see if we can do better with this side. I'll get it right this time. Ignore that last side. Watch this side. So what you want to do is you rotate this bit round like that. You get the tank treads right. You have it in that top hole there, right? And you push it in there. That's how you're supposed to do it. Ignore that last bit. That was just me totally messing it up. So I got there eventually. But there we go. That's it in. And you do that with both sides. That's the easier way to do it. Right, now you put the back bit on. Just put the back bit on like that. With tank treads down. It's obviously, it's not in line with these treads. It's actually reset in a bit. There's no way to make it go out. I mean, I suppose there is, but for this, the way they want to show it is this way. There's 3 holes there, there's 3 posts there, and there's 2 holes there, so you just put 2 outer ones on there best you can, and there like that, and there's the back platform on for the gun. Right, gun, and one of the feet, you flip that out, it's got a post and a tab, and on that side it's got the slot and the hole, so you just put them together. There we go. Now there's only one post on this, so just be careful what way round you put this thing. Okay, so it's supposed to go that way, and you've got these two moulded posts there. These two moulded slide posts there, and they slide on these sections there. Okay, wee bit fiddly to get them on, but they do fit in there like that. And of course that post, there's a recess in there for that to live. And there you go, there's Brunt and his tank mode. It's not quite finished yet. It's not quite finished yet. You've got this section here, you put it on the front of the tank, and you've got this rangefinder here. You put it on the side, or it could be a missile thing. I think it's a rangefinder, to be honest. But anyway, you stick it on the side there. It can go either side, because it's a... Oh no, it can't go either side. Sorry, it can't go either side, but it goes up there if it's either side. I thought it could go either side, but it can, but it's away up there. Right. And that's him in his tank mode. See? Pretty cool. He does roll. He has got little rolly wheels. It's supposed to roll. Doesn't roll very good, but does roll. Now, of course, because I do, not everybody will have this. We have the original Brunt. There he is with him. Of course, this one could light up. I don't have batteries in it, I don't think. Or if I do, they must be dead. But there he is with that Brunt there. So there you go. All together. Cool, isn't it? Yep. There's G1 Brunt, and there's that one. Cool. Right, what we do next? We'll take the thing right apart. Oh, before we do that, so just do a size comparison with the other Deluxe figure, which is 6 gun. There's 6 gun in his vehicle mode. So there you go with that. You get that. Okay. That's him there. And of course I haven't put him to thingy mode, but there he is with Ultra Magnus. Of course I'm going to combine it with him later on after. So let's take the thing apart. And then we'll see what we can see. Actually, we'll not take it fully apart, but we'll take the rest of it apart. Okay, so that's all the bits there. But I didn't want to take this fully apart because I want to do something with this. You can actually add that on there and add that on there like that, and extend the look of that. Because I'll put this aside, and this is going to get really big in a minute. Well, first of all, it's not quite that big, because you saw the original Brunt. There's Triptychon. Oh, turn the wrong thing here. There's Triptychon. There's Triptychon. So, oh, that one's a wee bit. You can't. I don't know if you can actually add these on, because I might have post holes that can take that on there. Well, that's kind of loose. I know they've got peg holes at the back there. Let's see. Can you actually? Well, that fits on there, doesn't it? Does that one fit on there? No, doesn't fit on there very well. I don't know if these holes in the side can fit it on. No, they don't stay in, no. But the ones at the back seem to be the best to hold it. There's that one there. So you can actually add it on to some of the parts in Triptychon. Obviously this, I don't think you can, because there's no way of adding that on with these. That's a pity, because it would be cool if you could add this on and get the whole. Hold on. It might not actually do it. Hold on. No. Well, you could have it that way. You could put it on that way. I didn't even know that. You could put it on that way. I don't think it'll go forward because there's just not enough clearance. But you can have it that way. So you can have it. Is that kind of tower? It does form one anyway. But there we go. You can raise it up and have it on. So it does actually fit. It does actually fit. You can actually have that on there like that. It doesn't look as good as the original parts, but you can fit that on. You can have it back there. It does actually fit, so that's on the original one. There we go. I'll put that back on. But the other thing you want to see, which this will be used with, is, I don't think you can add that on somehow, is this thing is going to get really big in a minute. Oh, where's this guy? He's going to get really big in a minute. That guy. So let's see what we can do here. I don't think you can. No, that's too wee. You can add these on, I think. You can definitely add them on like that to get that kind of effect. Though why you want it? That's weird. But anyway, you can kind of have that going on, I guess. You can kind of have that going on, I guess. Is that? Oh, that isn't shot. Right. See, it's a tower thing, because I've seen somebody do this. Mod the. I don't know if they modded it or what, because you're supposed to be able to fit this out in there. I don't quite know how it's, because it's too big a hole. I don't know if that comes off. I know the whole thing comes off. I don't quite know how you're supposed to do this. That's why. That's why. Right. Taking him out of there. But I don't quite know how you're supposed to put this on, because there's no way to fit that on there like that. There's no posts or holes or... there is one post back there, but I don't know if it fits. It's kind of weird. It's just a bit too narrow. I mean, that one would have been perfect, fitting it on there. But I can't see how you would fit this on. There's definitely a tab there, but I don't quite know how you're going to fit that. So it's a bit weird how Brunt's not going to get he's not going to be able to interact as a tower for the, or main weapon as Triptychon. That's annoying. I kind of thought you would be able to do that. I really thought you'd be able to get that on there, but apparently you can't. And it's no point taking that off because it doesn't have the same sort of connectors. So, I'm sure I've seen somebody do this, unless they... I don't know how they did it, but that hole's definitely too big for that. That hole's way too big, so I mean, that's not going to stay in there. I don't see anywhere putting that on there. I really don't see anywhere putting it on. The only bit you could actually put it onto is the top of... It's there like that, but then you're not having it on properly. It's not going to stay on. So I don't quite know how the person did it, because I thought I seen a see, it would actually fit it on there, I think, but yeah, but again, you've got issues trying to get that on, so I don't quite know. And that's the underside, so it would be clipped on. The only port of this would be that one. You could actually just add this on as a weapon for full tilt. It doesn't stay on very well, but you've got a weapon there for full tilt you could use. Like I say, it isn't on there very tight, securely. Or you could use that one. You could use that one for full tilt. So there is options there for full tilt. I'm sure you could weaponise these up, because they're weaponisers to use anything with a 5mm hole on it. So anything you could weaponise it up with any of these figures, I guess. But I did think there'd be a way that you could add these on, but apparently you can't, which is unfortunate. I'm sure I've seen a picture of one somewhere that actually had this added on as the gun, but I don't quite know how on earth they did it. It did look really cool, but see, that just does not fit. It just does not fit, and you can't take this thing off because the connectors, you can take it off, but the connections is different to what the connection that the connectors for this is, so it just won't work. So it doesn't look like you can do that. It's a pity. I would have loved it if you could actually connected that on, unless you just sat it on there, but nah. So can it interact with the Triptychon to a degree, but you can't get a whole this thing running. You can't get it to, you can't get the G1 looking tower on it, unfortunately, or the main blaster, which would have been really cool. But I mean, you can add it on top of the car, I guess, but it's going to look weird like that, and it doesn't sit in there very well. You can have it on there with the blaster. Whoops, I've got that out of shot. You can have it on there like that, connected onto that section, but it's not as good as what I thought it would be. So, but you can put them on them. You can put them on these pieces there. You can add bits of Brunt on there. I don't think these go on anywhere. I'm sure they do fit all these holes. I'll lower that down. I think these pegs do fit these holes, but they don't fit them very well. There's a hole back there. It doesn't fit it very well. So, nah, we're not getting the... I mean, it can fit on that one. It can definitely fit in there. You can add that on. This has got a post on it, so you could actually add that onto somewhere. It'd be cool if you could add that on as an engine or something, because it looks like a thruster. I think you can actually add it on there. I think you can probably add it on there. You can add it onto the tower. See, they've got holes in the tower you can add these onto. They fit on the tower holes, so you can add them on. I'm just messing about here, really. So these holes on the towers, them there, and these holes these holes there, you can actually add these weaponizers onto. But unfortunately, you can't add that on unless you sit it on top of the car and stop a full tilt and have it that way as the laser cannon. Unfortunately, I tried it, but that hole's just too. But unfortunately, that hole's just too big. You'd have to have it sitting on top of the full tilt and have it that way. So okay, so that's that. But there is holes on the towers. There's holes along the side of the figure. Even right down there at the front. You can add these posts onto. So you have different figures and combinations and of what you want to do. Okay, and you can fit different parts of them onto these posts as well. So or holes as well. So you have that. But no, I'm disappointed you can't fit this on the thing unless you put it on top of full tilt at an angle. But I'm sure I've seen it somewhere. I'm sure I've seen a fan mode, unless it had been photoshopped on or something. I don't know, but I definitely thought I'd seen it. Anyway, I'll lift him out of here. It's alright, don't worry about that. And I'll get this back in. Now, let's weaponize up him. Let's weaponize this guy up. So, we'll weaponize this guy up. It wasn't my Triptychon that broke there, don't worry, it was just something I was sitting on that collapsed. Right, so we'll weaponize this guy up, shall we? So we'll take them, and you're supposed to add this on somewhere. And I know you're supposed to add these on, and right, that's probably why. That's probably why. So bring this back over here and have it there, right? So you put them on there like that. It's not quite, I'm not sure why it doesn't have a post to put these in, but anyway, yeah, you can add them on there. I know this had a hole that side. This one doesn't have a hole at all. The other one doesn't. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Right. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. But we'll start again. We'll put these legs on there like that. We'll flip up that post. We'll add this on. Like that. I think it's supposed to go that way. It's supposed to go that way. And oh, that is the wrong way. Shoot. Like that. Oh, that's it. What am I doing? That's on there. And it's supposed to be that one. There we go. Aye, that's right. No, that's even the wrong way. Oh, I can't get these right. But it's supposed to be something like that anyway, and you add it on. And it's like a big pair of claws that Ultra Magnus will have Well, this one doesn't seem to thing with that. That's weird. I thought that one would have a hole in it, but it doesn't. Anyway, I'll try and see if we can put it on Ultra Magnus. There's holes on there. It's supposed to have claws, but you can add it on there like that. He's supposed to have big arm claws, but I don't quite know the configuration of it. One doesn't seem to have a post on there, so I'll just do this quick thing like that. So you can add claws onto Ultra Magnus. It seems weird having him because it's a Decepticon, but I suppose anything works really, doesn't it? You can give him feet, I think you can give him feet. I know he's got them posts at the bottom. I don't know how you're supposed to give him feet, but I think he's supposed to have feet. Yeah, I'm not seeing how you would give him feet. You can't seem to give it feet because there's no post that will fit on there. I thought that these bits would have come up with feet. So you can't really give them feet. You can put the gun together. I don't know what enough you would do with this bit. Add it as a weapon or something. Put it in that hand. You can have him hold that weapon, I guess. And I don't know where these bits would go. There's bits that go on there. You can have it there like that and have it totally weaponized up. Okay, because he does have a hole at the back here. You could add weapons on. Or just have these bits sticking on like that. For some weird reason. Whoops. So you can have it like that, bits like that, and have them totally weaponized up like that. Okay. You're missing a bit at the back here, but you get the general idea. You can add the other weaponizers onto it too and further it, but there we go. That's the general idea. Okay, right, I'll get this all off and back to robot mode quickly. So that has been there it is, back in robot mode. So that has been Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Deluxe Class Brunt. And like I said at the top of the video, he is in Forbidden Planet, although that's probably more expensive, or he's in Smith's Toys if you're in the UK, the bricks and mortar stores. So he's definitely there now. He's already out, but be careful because there is a limited supply. There's not hundreds of them. There's just one or two per store. So be careful when looking for them. Don't come back to me and say, "Oh, my store didn't carry it," or maybe it did, but some lucky person was in before you and picked the only solitary one they had in up. So just be careful of that. Your best bet is to shop online like I did. That way you're guaranteed the figure. Right, so that's that. Next video I'm actually going to do a wee update of one I did before, that kind of an update thing. I might do that. I'll see how I feel. Still no word on Toy World's Green Hornet. That's the World War II Bumblebee from the last night. It's a proper Mercedes-Benz, World War II Mercedes-Benz. Still no word on when that's coming out, but that's one of the ones I'm getting. Astro Train in December. Yes, Tauntaun Review did a review of it. People are moaning because it's Voyager class, like Shockwave. We knew that when we saw the figure at the toy fair and we saw pictures of it. We knew it was going to be similar to Shockwave that way. The size and scale of the actual figure, and the kibble just makes it bigger. we knew this back then. Forums were speculating in that and kind of things like that, so it comes as no surprise. A lot of people act like they're just, oh, shocked, but we've known this for a while. So I'm getting that, and then in January I'll get the Studio Series World War II Hot Rod, which is the retool repaint of their Bumblebee, World War II Bumblebee. So I'm getting that in January. But Kapow Toys, like I keep banging this drum, I'm sure. I think whoever is there is getting fed up with listening to me, is that they're going with a snail's pace supplier, which is Hasbro UK, because this Brunt was supposed to come out at the end of August and it came in at the beginning of September. So I don't know when if I'll get Astrotrain in December or January, and I'll get World War II Hot Rod in January. It's supposed to be January, but it could be February. I don't know. They're not willing to, you know, they're just sticking with their guns with that supplier. And Andy, I think his name's Andy. Andy's just not willing to change his mind on that, so he's just going with that supplier. I know I keep banging that same drum. I've been banging it in the last few videos, but they could change it up. They're allowed to change their minds and change who their supplier is to get things quicker, but they seem to be sticking with their guns with that supplier, and it is snail's pace sometimes. Not all the time, not all figures, but some. Definitely with Brunt, if any of you got it from Kapow Toys when it was supposed to come out to when you actually got it, there is that difference. So that drum has been well and truly banged. Okay, that's it. Okay, so happy hunting at Smith's Toys if you decide to go there. Like I said, it's only carrying 1 or 2. It does have Springer. Springer is there. But you're going to have to be quick to get in there and get it before someone else gets it. And I think Forbidden Planet, but you're paying their prices. They could be dearer for you to go there to get it, but I've heard that they're supposed to carry these as well. So that's that. Okay, so that's me. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye for now.